Hello, my name is Bojan Savic, Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. I'm here to tell you about this 2022 Mercedes-Benz E450 W4 or all-wheel drive. So, first things first, most important, what is new for the 2022 in the E-Class E450? Well, we have the introduction of nautical blue, and we do have the adaptive high beam assist comes as a standard. That's it. Those are the changes that we had for the 2022, because most of the changes that we introduced in the car were 2021. That's when you will notice some of the facelift on the front, the hood, and the display on the interior, as well as the steering wheel. Nothing major. So, this particular vehicle, E450, is powered by the inline 3-liter 6-cylinder with the EQ boost. It produces 362 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. Does have the 9-speed G-tronic transmission distributed via all-wheel drive system. So all of our E450s will come as an all-wheel drive. So in the comparison with the E350 all-wheel drive, difference between the two vehicles, it's on $5,300 exactly. So our E350 all-wheel drive will start at $57,450 and E450 will start at $62,750. So that's the difference. So for $5,300 you do get the 6-cylinder motor, inline 6, 362 and 369 pound-feet of torque. So this particular car, it's finished with the Mojave silver metallic finish on the exterior. Yes, we see that this particular does have the night package. That is an optional equipment. And on the inside it does have the nut brown / black leather. But now let me point out some of the standard features that you will have with each E450. Like I mentioned before, you do have adaptive high beam assist as a standard versus on the 21 where it was optional. Should be instantly recognizable face of the E-Class of the E450. Also the LED headlights will come now. The standard LED taillights will come now as a standard equipment on the vehicle. Yes, you do have a long range of the standard features on this vehicle in regards to the safety. So these are the following features on the line of the safety that comes as a standard equipment. Well, of course, airbags, they will come, the standard ABS system, they will come standard on the car. But let me just mention you these optional features. Electronic stability program, attention assist, active brake assist, pre-safe predictive occupant protection system. Also, we come with the crosswind stabilization. Blind spot assist now comes as a standard. Pre-safe sound, this option we have since the 2017 as a standard equipment on the E-Class. Well, of course, the rear view camera. I already mentioned the LED daytime running lamps, LED headlamps, LED tail lamps. And of course, rear door child safety locks. Very important optional safety feature that it is on this particular E450, it's a driver assist program. Some of you might already recognize those two cameras that are right here that are helping create kind of like a 3D images. They work together with the sensor that's placed right behind the star. That's the short, medium, and the long-term radar that can capture everything and notice everything within the 600 feet. So it is part of the driver assist system. Driver assist system, I highly encourage you to explore, to put in the YouTube channel Mercedes-Benz driver assist systems, because it is a lot of features and this video would be simply too long to go into detail of every single one of them, but it will involve the Distronic Plus that we have on this vehicle, active blind spot assist, active lane keeping assist, evasive steering, side impulse on the pre-safe plus features, pedestrian recognition, and much more. So I encourage you to explore the Mercedes-Benz driver assistance systems from the 2021 or 2022 E-Class. Welcome to the interior of this 2022 Mercedes-Benz E450 all-wheel drive. So as you can see on the interior, we do have the nut brown / black leather. So the seating, of course, the lower portion of the front dash, the center console are nut brown, and the top stitching that we have, or the top part of the door, is finished with black. Also the dash is black, as the floors were all black, so the two-tone interior. On the trim, on this particular one, is burl walnut wood trim on the interior. So some of the standard features that probably you have the questions and you want to know right away. Yes, we do have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that will come standard. Ambient lighting, as a lot of you got used to it by now, or wondering, that now comes as a standard equipment, 64 colors. Mercedes-Benz user experience will now come standard. So basically we do have the voice control where you can use as we would say, the natural language to command many of the features of the car. So let's say, for example, hey Mercedes,
how can I help?
Change ambient color to green.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
Simply a miracle. So what else is standard on the vehicle? Well, we do have the large display now. Basically, those are the two 12.3-inch screens, one infotainment in the middle, and the instrument cluster, it's also digital. And you can change the design of the features through the display right here. And everything that's controlled in the instrument cluster, it's on the left part of the steering wheel. Everything that's on the right hand of the steering wheel will choose. You can change everything that's in a infotainment system in the middle. So sunroof, that comes as a standard. You have optional panorama roof on the vehicle. In this particular case, probably will show you in a detail. I think it's a fine detail with the brown that comes all along the stitching that's on the top dash or the top of the door. It's kind of a look nice. Optional feature is a Burmester sound system that it is featured in this vehicle. And by the way, this particular vehicle does come with a lot of optional features. Let's go back to standard. Dual power seats with adjustable lumbar that comes standard. The heated seats are also standard. Ventilated seats are optional on the vehicle. Mercedes-Benz Connect does come offered as a free from the Mercedes-Benz. After that, it's a subscription based, basically where you can see and control many of the features of your vehicle through your phone. It's going to be the app, like the remote start of the vehicle. You can see where the vehicle is, what's the current mileage, how much fuel do you have left in your vehicle, and so forth. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Bojan Savic here at Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. This again was the video about what are the standard features on 2022 E450. This particular vehicle comes with many more optional features. Actually, it's fairly loaded. Does have the aromatic suspension, does have the acoustic comfort package, warm and comfort package, night package, and many of the other options on this. But again, we'll do that in another video. Again, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Bojan Savic here at Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. Please let me know, how can I assist you?